race without restraint. To follow your own course.
This is a new demo. This is not a new game.
Yeah, it came out, what was it, March
27th in North America. It's I keep confusing with Need for Speed because it's Need for Speed. It's Ridge Racer Unbound. And
wait, none of it, any will like actually got released.
I had no idea. I was like, fuck, I want to play this game because this game seems like a Need for Speed mixed with Burnout, mixed with Split Second. So there's kind of quick time events or like power up charge events where you can blow things up and drive over things and like create your own shortcuts or blow people out. And it is really, really pretty, especially during the nighttime levels when there's lots of like light trails and stuff like that.
Yeah, since every time you boot, you will leave like a light trail behind you.
Yeah,
and so will everybody else.
Yeah, it's. I played the demo I played the demo 2 times last night, and that was 2 separate times, and there are two levels during it. Apparently, during the game, there is a story. You are a street racer working your way up through the ranks, so whatever classifies that as a story, don't care.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, who cares about the character unless he gets beat up and you have to, go through and fight the Rock at the end, whatever. But all you care about is the cars and what you're leveling up in the cars and what you can do to progress the game. And it seemed like there was quite a few different areas in the game. I kind of had a problem at the beginning with the drifting because it seemed really touchy. I was trying to hold the drift button and then tap the drift button and then double tap the drift button and then try and work that with the steering stick with the left thumbstick, but still really never got the hang of it. So I don't know if that's just me, if that's the demo, or if that's the way the game controls, and I need to learn it.
Oh, just because that like the only thing bad I really gotta say about the demo, the control for the cars seemed fine till you actually start drifting or you start trying to take certain turns. Yeah,
like a 90-degree turn. It's like if you press that drift button for too long, you're into the wall. So.
And from how fast it is, some of the time you would just run directly into the wall without even realizing the wall, though.
Yeah, I would like to see some, a lot of the border stuff, like borders of the tracks were gray and black. But, so you didn't really see if you could crash into something. But I do like how they kind of took a lot of the physics out of it. So if you were to crash into a pillar, you didn't lose any speed, really.
Yeah, if it's like
crashing into a pillar would set you back 5 spaces, you would just crash through that pillar, and that would eventually, I think, because I did a couple laps. As you ran through those pillars, it would drop the platform that the pillars was on.
Oh, so that will actually fall down into the track to make it a little more challenging.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like the opening up new passageways. Which we shouldn't talk too much about it because, it's an old game and, oh my god, it's still $50. If it was $15, I would pick it up right now.
Yeah, or if you're in America, you can get it on Amazon right now for $45.
Yeah. But I think, I'm not into this kind of thing. We were talking about, platforms falling. I'm not really into it, but there is actually a preview for the editor in the game. And it looks like a cross between SimCity and Trials Evolution.
Yeah, because right when I saw that, because you don't get a play with editor or anything in the demo, you do get like a 2-minute demo reel of it. And playing out, I am ready to give my money up just for the editor. Since you start out on a grid and you just pick blocks of building tracks, loop-de-loo, whatever, and then you put it down, and by the editor, it seemed like after that you could actually go into it and start making your own jumps. Loop-de-loo, doing triggles and stuff, so stuff would be falling down, moving around. The demos, this editor seemed really interesting to me, and I want to see how far the rabbit hole actually goes.
Yeah, because look at when it does the basic editor first during the demo Like Troy said, you don't get to play with it, but you just get to see a video of it. Starts with the basic editor and goes into the advanced one. But the basic editor looks like SimCity. You get tiles, and you get to spin those tiles and lay out a course. So, I mean, for those people like me, if you just want to build a simple course and go, yeah, I just want to go around in a circle all the time, or I want some jumps, or I want like a jump at the end where I have to, smash into a building or something. Great, we can do that. But then it goes into the advanced editor, where, like Troy said when we talked last night, he's kind of hoping that it goes from like Trials Evolution does, where you build the basic outline of the track with the basic editor, and then get to go in and create stuff inside of those squares. Because the advanced editor, it had the camera zooming through and someone building it, with like building overpasses out of these individual tiles, and you get to test run them, and the car would go through, and you get to time when everything broke down and smashed down to the ground, which to me seems kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah, because like the same thing that Trial was able to do with the last game, and I'm hoping that how it did with this. Because some of the level they were showing looked like stuff from like Trackmania, I think was what the game was called. It just was some like crazy like hundreds of loop-de-loops line up, and levels that look like it should be in like what was that PS3 game called that you
Mod Nation Racers?
No, not Mod Nation Racers. So the one that's been around since the PlayStation 1, where you're like a hover ship. Wipeout, yes. It's like some of the levels in it actually look like stuff that would be in Wipeout. So I'm personally curious, and I will probably end up paying $45 just to see how the track editor is. And I'm pretty sure the game, once the controls are actually figure out, it should be entertaining enough. The only thing I'm really worried about is how hard it actually seemed to be. Because I don't think I can anything past tense in any of the races.
Well, and see, that's the problem I had too, was with the one race, and these are two different cars. You got two races, and one was with a muscle type car that looked like a newer Mustang, and one was a supercar which kind of looked, resembling a Ferrari. But the muscle car handled like shit. And the best I could do was like 9 or 10 out of 12. And the other one, a supercar, I got first on my first trip. And in order to you get 1, 2, or 3 stars. So in order to unlock different stuff, I'm assuming in the main game, you have to get better scores. I mean, kind of like any other racing game. But if the cars handled that poorly, in differentiating from each other, since it didn't seem like you're racing all muscle cars, like all the same type of cars, against each other. It seemed like there was a menagerie of cars racing against each other. So there's supercars, there's muscle cars, there was just sports cars like Hyundais and stuff like that racing there. So it didn't seem super consistent, but I'm interested in it, and I love Split Second, and that kind of brought back Split Second memories for me. And it was a lot prettier than Split Second.
Yeah, and once you actually buy it, I will probably at least buy it also.
I'm not paying $50 for it. The most I will pay for that game is $30.
Yeah, shop around and hopefully you will stumble across it.
Check the pawn shops.
That is true.
Or wait a month.
That too.
Yeah. After they realize that no one played the demo that they put out 2 months after a new release game, and then they have to drop their price again.